Hello dear friends, good morning. And so today's outfit of the day, I just want to do an outfit of the day for whatever reason. I want to see you. Anyway, so today's outfit of the day, and I bought a new pair of shoes because the other day I went to school and the shoes got into problems. So I was so happy because that shoes is wore out. And I feel happy because otherwise we will not have a chance to buy new things. So let's take a look at the outfit of the day to begin with. One moment, please. Let me fix the camera. I think we are good. So this is a new pair of shoes. I never bought this long. It's very comfortable, very, very comfortable. And so the front and the back with the bag without the bag with the scarf and without the scarf, with the glasses and without the glasses. So here is some philosophical talk about the shoes. I never. Some people could buy things. To support the economy, we need to buy new things, and some people are more generous in just supporting, and maybe I am just not in the habit of throwing things away before it is time to throw it away. We do, but also sometimes I just don't feel that good. So the other day I went to school with a pair of shoes, and in the middle of the day the shoes got the heel. It's broken anyway. It's too old, and I got the chance to. I dash into.
Hey Steve, I had a guy just call me with Central Freight, and he says
So I got into a place and a neighborhood shop and bought this new pair of shoes. I was so happy. Every bad thing can turn out into a good thing. Pair of shoes is old. It's a bad thing because you feel pity that it will part you, but at the same time you will welcome something new. And I just want to blah 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 about this. I have some extra minutes, so we will do another video with better sounds. I wish you have a very beautiful, wonderful day. I love you, I really do. Okay, hello dear friends. So now I will do a video of it is so good to see water, and it's been so long time. We are so dry, and finally we got water here. So good. So I want to share with you some of my thoughts about having a bad day. The other day, so yesterday was a very bad day, and it was just such a bad day. So in the morning, I had my classes, and it was good. But in the afternoon, there was one class, just so difficult. We all have some time in our life, in our job, that things just does not turn out to be right. We cannot blame on one particular person. We cannot blame on ourselves. Let's just face it, life sometimes treat us well, with comfort, with success, with smoothness, and sometimes life treat us, gift us with troubles, problems, and makes us angry. I was angry and I was very hurt. And then in the evening, I went to a Google video making meetup. It was a wonderful, wonderful talk. And in between of them, there was some social time, wine and beer, and snacks, social time. And I was, I don't know, I was just not in the mood of talking. Last time I went there, I made a video of one person, a very fascinating story. But last night, I was just not in the mood, so I was sitting there, very lonely, very alone, and I felt bad. What I'm doing here? I'm wasting my time. This is supposed to be a social time. You get to know people, you get to get connections, and you get new ideas and new inspirations. And for whatever reason, I was just sitting there and very, very shy and very, very lonely. And then I start to cool down myself. I was thinking, in my class or in our life, in any situation, there are people very lonely. There are people very shy, like myself. And sometimes we just need to understand what they think. And just being in a loser situation, being in a bad situation, being in a not so good situation, being in a lost situation, make us to ponder, to think, and use our empathy to think about others, to think about that people who suffer in the same situation, in a little bit better situation, in a worse situation. It is good. So I started to enjoy it. Okay, I decided to be wasting my time, let's say. I decided use this social time not to social. I decided to use this social time to think. I decided to use this social time to get social to myself. Looking around, we are seeing that we are socialing so much with others that we do not even have time to social ourselves, to social the different parts, the different elements, the different strengths and the different weaknesses of ourselves. And sometimes it's just as important, if not more important, to know ourselves, to know the person whose name is Hai Ying, to know the person whose name is just yourself. It's important. And after that so-called wasting time, after that lonely, non-social time, I started to feel a little bit better. I started to think everything in our life has a purpose. Every emotion has a purpose. Every sentiment has a purpose. And every our failure is made with a purpose. Is made with a hope of tomorrow we are doing better. So I started to think. Anyway, it was very late. I stayed almost the very last one until 10 o'clock, more than 10 o'clock, and I went back home. It was late, it was cold, and I ate a later than late dinner and fell asleep. I didn't do makeup. I didn't do skincare and everything, because right now I am quite fascinated and by this makeup things and get interested into it. But I didn't do it. Just so tired. This morning I woke up with my eyes puffy, my hands puffy, and just such a bad starting of the day. I rushed to school and I met my friend. I told her, with all this trouble, I have one philosophical thought. I have one philosophical sentence to you. And she said, okay, I'm excited to hear a philosophical sentence. I want to hear something that you find interesting. So I said, I look forward to a bad day. I look forward for trouble. I look forward for hardness, because every hardness is there to make us feel how good when we succeed. Everything has a purpose. And another thing which is so obvious was that yesterday was a bad day because it's ended with a bad day. But yesterday morning, I had one of my most brilliant class, which was a very difficult class, but it turned out to be just so good. Another class, which usually not easy, turned to be very, very good. So I had a wonderful morning. I think I deserve a bad afternoon. Let's talk about the Google meeting. Last time, 2 months ago, I was in this Google meeting. It was a very, very good one, a wonderful one. And I met new friends. I made video. It was just so good, so good that I deserve to have a bad one. Bad one in the sense that that is actually a good one, because I got my social time with myself. And it was a bad one because the next time I go there, I'm sure, or not sure, maybe. The next time I go there, it is more possible to be a better one. The probability is there because just use pure mathematical term. Everything has its own probability, and our life is fair. Let's say if you have one time fail, the next time will have more chance of getting win, right? So I look forward to bad things. I look forward for a bad day because after the bad day, it will be a good day. So this is my little thoughts on it. Don't be afraid of trouble. look forward to it. At the end of the day, it will be even. California had been so much dried up. Now we got water. We may get too much water, but at the end of the day, all the circulation accumulate together and all the dryness accumulate together. It will be an even thing at the very end of the whole universe. Probability. I remember one time when I was young, I listened to one friend telling a story. We were very fascinated. There was one guy, he was homeless and a very, very unfortunate guy. And he had no way of having a good life. And he was hired by a gambler. This story looks like a story of gambling, but it's not about gambling. It's about mathematics. And then he went to gamble, and he lose. Every time he lose, and then another guy, a rich guy, or another smarty pants guy, said, "Okay, I can afford you food. The only thing you do is to go to gamble. And I give you the amount of money every day. You gamble until you finish that money. Everything you lose, I cover up. You just have, let's say, you have $10. Today you have the target. You have the budget of $10. You lose it, you finish. But I feed you. On the condition, if you win, all the money back to me. At least you do not need to go to streets to hunger to death." So that guy, first day, $10. In 10 minutes, he lose. Second day, 20 minutes, he lose. Third day, 2 hours, he lose. He finished $10. Every time, he cannot win. And there was one day he wins $5, and the boss, there's no win because he just end up of using up all this $10. And he still had just this much. He kept his life. And until one day, that guy got so much money. He was playing this and bling, ding, 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 so much money like rainfall. And then the boss, or the smarty pants guy, said, "Okay, now you can go." The reason is this smarty pants, this smarty guy, he had a probability calculation. You lose, you lose, you lose, then you end up with a big win, because the money you lose end up all coming back to you. Anyway, I forgot. The story is so bad. When I was young, I was fascinated about it, and now I just could not tell it good, tell it smart. I'm sorry. We undo this story, okay? Yeah. So, just want to share you with this thought that life is fair. Behind storm is sunshine. After winter is spring. When you get over a bad day, the day that is coming has a higher probability of better. I love you. I love you. I really do. Do.